Good greetings, everybody. This is Commander Rusty Dog, and welcome to my live stream on today, June the 10th. Now, I didn't get my live stream out on Friday. I wasn't really feeling 100%. Had a few days where I was a bit off, so decided it would be in my best interest not to do it. However, I said I would try and get one out at the weekend, and I have, so here we are. So let's take a quick look at what's going on in the live chat. So hi to Darren Calvin. That little dog always makes me laugh because it looks just like well, Rusty if he'd been shaved or something. Tegnaro, how are you? Nice to see you here. Keo Kane, welcome. Rusty Dog, no, that's me. Forget that guy. Leutche Coffee, how you doing? Or Leut, yeah, I know you told me how to pronounce that and I've forgotten. But yeah, Mr. Coffee, how you doing? Tyler Matheson, greetings, sir. Branats, hi. G'day Kiwi. Julius Herman. Kathina, little wave there. Happy Shrapnel 07. Yep. Bicarb. Hi Bicarb. Felix Vatamanu. Is that right? Jason Williamson. So yeah, hi everyone, and thanks for tuning in. So what's been going on? Well, before I get started, I want to just flash up some names here of people who are my patrons at the moment. There's only 4 names, so it's not going to take long, but they need the space because these guys have kindly donated via Patreon, so massive thanks to those 4 guys, much appreciated. And yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge you guys. So, what's been going on? Well, LaveCon has been going on, hasn't it? Yes, it certainly has. Hi, Dangerous Space 314. Now, I haven't been following too much about it. I should have been there really, but I really couldn't afford to go if I'm honest. But I would like to have gone to LaveCon, to be honest. But you know, life and all that. However, I have seen some of the screenshots that have been released, so I'm going to be showing those and having a little look. And I think there's some interesting stuff. Now remember, this is for this is for Beyond Chapter 4. It's not for Beyond Chapter 2. So yeah, it's we're gonna have to wait for all this stuff. Now I just need to bring up my Discord panel because I had a link on my screen which I seem to have lost now, so I'm just going to try and get that back, and then I can go into these screenshots in a bit more detail. Just give me a second. Okay, here we go. Right. Alright, so I have what I need. So we'll go into this. Let's just take a look at what's coming up in Q4. Yeah, Q4. So yeah, ignore the 3 guys in the sub picture. So this is all mining stuff. So we're going to be having new looking asteroids and whatnot, I suppose. New mining equipment, new lasers will be available depending on minerals and materials contained in the asteroids. Precious elements will be collected, but be careful of possible explosions. Micro debris, gas and corrosive elements. That sounds like it's someone that will damage your ship. Drones are going to have a rework as well. And yeah, you will be able to split asteroids up altogether. So this is going to be pretty good. So let's have a look at some of these shots. So this one in particular is, I believe, minerals. These are mineral fragments, I suppose, or whatever they are. So that's what they'll look like. I quite like the idea that you can you know, that you can specifically see these now, that they actually look different. So on the next one, this it looks like raspberries on the first one, but these are metals. So we're going to actually visually be able to see what's popping off these asteroids, and I'm guessing there'll be specific lasers for each ones. Rob, I'm not watching the F1. No, because unfortunately we don't have Sky. I don't have Sky TV here, so I can't see it live. So I'm having to watch the rerun later on. So please, nobody give me any spoilers because I don't want to know. But no, I can't watch it. I've got to watch it later on the rerun. So yeah, Dangerous Space 314, greetings, sir. Dwayne Bertrand and Christopher T all joined. So yeah, right, back to this. So we've got what we got now? Deep mining as well, apparently. So that should be on the next shot. So apart from these fragments, we have deep mining. As you can see, this looks like a shot where the let me just transfer the YouTube chat over to this, because I think it's only fair that YouTube chat should be on the slideshow. There we go. All right, so yeah, these are shots of asteroids being cut open, or, you know, defragmented, I was going to say. Typical computer terms. But yeah, you're going to be able to blow these things up. So more in-depth mining, which, let's face it, mining needs some TLC, doesn't it, really? Now, this is curious to me. This is planet exploration with probes. So I'm guessing that you can see like a probe has been shot out there. And I think it's for more detailed analysis of the planet's surface, maybe tell you where certain things are, maybe points of interest, I don't know. But there's something on this screenshot that I'm not quite buying. Same with the next one. So let's bring the next one in, and you'll see this one as well. So this one is exploration probing on a ring. So again, I guess this links all into mining, possibly. I'm not quite sure where it will maybe acquire information about the composition of a ring or something like that. But what gets me is on this shot and this shot, the interface, the HUD, the heads-up display, shall we say, is blue. The Frontier don't do blue. Frontier just do orange. And these look like alpha shots to me. These remind me very much of screenshots from early alpha builds of Elite Dangerous, way back before it got going. But I don't know, maybe they've had a change of heart. Maybe this is a different kind of screen, but I'm not used to seeing Frontier doing different color HUDs, because they seem to be quite set on orange. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But have you seen the actual ring? It looks awesome. Yeah, I've got the ice shots coming up, but they're not rings though. But I haven't seen any other shots other than what I've got here. But there are some intriguing stuff. But let's see what's coming. But again, if you can see on this shot, you've got these three squares. I don't know whether that's showing particular things on that blue ring there, which show maybe, I don't know what to call them, like points of interest on a ring or something like that. No, nothing wrong with orange. It's just that Frontier seem to like that color quite a lot. Okay, so this is very intriguing. I do like this. Frontier have called this shot Mysteries and Phenomenons. I don't know if phenomenons is a word, is it? I think it's phenomena. But anyway, let's not quibble about English language here. But yeah, lightning storms and stuff. Interesting. And Can they affect your ship? I don't know, but I like what I'm seeing. I don't know what else they're going to have. I would like. I don't know why this just crossed my mind, but you know when you jump into a system and you're maybe going to fuel scoop, that maybe there's a low risk of maybe a solar flare, affecting your ship or something. I don't know. You know, jumping off and maybe just damaging your ship's hull or something, or increasing your temperatures makes you have to get out of there quick. I don't know. Maybe they should do something like that. Hey, Taryn Car, how you doing? Yeah, I don't really do much mining either, Jess. It's not the most dynamic task in the game, but if they can add more depth to it, make it a lot visually more interesting, a little bit more immersive, and maybe give it some more purpose other than just, you know, well, how can I say it? Like they're not huge profits, are they? But it is a nice, in a way, it can be therapeutic, I suppose, to sit there with a mining laser. But if you're mining precious stuff, there should be risk to it, I mean, people tend, well, I don't tend to go into res sites to mine because then you're at the threat of pirates all the time. So I just jump into an empty part of the ring, and apart from one ship that generally appears at the start, you're not really under any threat or anything. But it's good to know halfway through the year how far Frontier are with this stuff. So charging your FSD, what, on that Lightning you mean? Give it like a supercharge. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I think, and that'd be weird though, wouldn't it, just to have a bolt of lightning does something good to your ship. I think it probably should damage it, if anything. Like maybe temporarily just take your shields completely down, or maybe damage the hull and leave the shields, I don't know. But I think if they're going to do these kind of storms, space storms or whatever they're going to be called, and I think they should have some effects on the ship in some way rather than just be visual. But we'll see. We'll see. I've yet to watch the LaveCon video. I know there's one out there on YouTube, but I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, I will, so I'll be a bit more informed, hopefully, later on. Now this one is just basically, well, I think these next 4 shots are all to do with the new lighting. That is much improved. I'm not looking too much at the planet. I'm looking at the space background. The colors look far more realistic, and I know that because I've got some shots of outer space that I took with my telescope and camera, and that is pretty on the money, that shot right there. That color that they've got with that mist in the background, it's pretty bang on. So that's looking good to me. That is looking good. Hey Martin, how you doing? You just missed, I don't know if you missed your name come up at the beginning of this stream, but yeah, there you go. SRV in turret mode to deploy the probe. Interesting. Yeah. Let's have a look. Hey James. With a mining conda plus a few hours of Zen time in a pristine metallic ring, you'd be lucky to make 7 million. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so there has to be more to mining, I think, than just profit. More in it for you to make it worth passing the time. I do like this new lighting though. I think it does look really, really good. Maybe not so much on this screenshot. There's another one coming up in a minute which you can probably see it better on, but space itself, that looks really good to me. Let's have a look. So this is adaptive lighting with color grade. One thing I've noticed that with this new lighting is it's kind of desaturated things a little bit. Not noticeable here, but noticeable on interior shots, as you'll see. So here we have a Cobra on what looks like a pretty good looking planet surface. Obviously Frontier aren't going to use any crappy shots, they're going to use the good ones, but that does look good. That does look good. So yeah, I quite like the fact that they're improving this lighting. Now here you see, I find the orange here has been desaturated slightly, and that's no bad thing. That's no bad thing, that's okay. And the lighting does seem to be, it's got kind of a hue to it, but it's, at least in the background it does. And whether it looks more natural, I'm undecided yet on these internal shots, whether that looks better. But yeah. So let's have a look at the next one. So this one, look at space there. It looks really good. You've got some mist or whatever it is, not mist, but yeah, whatever it is on the side of the windows there. It looks like mist. The planet looks really good. If you look at Earth, shots of Earth from NASA's shots, it's not that far away from this. That blue looks really, really nice. The space looks good. This is a good improvement, I think. And again, you'll notice on the hood it looks a little bit more desaturated, which, you know, maybe that's all. I don't know whether this lighting is something you can mess around with in the options, you know, so you can have it like it is now, keep it like it is here, or whether you can play around with sliders and whatnot for yourself to get it. That would be better if you could play around with your own sliders. But anyway, we haven't even got the ability to change HUD color yet. And now we're on to ice. So this is a work in progress ice surface. Oh, does it? Yes, let's have a look. I don't know. Oh no, it kind of looks okay. I'll have to see it more of a... I can only see this in OBS at the moment. I'm not seeing the full-size screenshot, but it looks okay. The one thing that strikes me with this shot is this looks completely different to anything Frontier's dished out before, is the depth. That looks like really deep, cracked ice. They've given it a real good sense of depth. And I love the way that the SRV light's reflecting down into the ice. That looks really good. It's very tropical looking, I have to say. Yeah, the hood does look a bit more yellow. LaveCon on Twitch. Yeah, I'm going to be checking that out. Definitely. I need to keep up with that. But yeah, this new ice it's weird to look at it because it's, I don't know, it's somewhat completely different from Frontier, and you don't see so much the reflection of the SRV here, but in a later shot it is there. It's definitely there. It's not mirror reflective as I wouldn't expect it to be. But I'm just wondering, now that they've finally given Ice Worlds some TLC, whether the ice is going to remain that same color on every single planet. I like in the bottom right hand corner there, you've got the bump mapping on there too. So it's good. It's good. So okay, that's really deep, isn't it? It's like it's a good sense of depth. I don't know how they've managed that, if it really is, you know, that deep as a model, but the sense of depth is certainly there, and I'm pretty sure whatever laser we hit it with is going to be unbreakable. It's going to be unbreakable ice that you can't smash up and whatever. It would be good if they had stuff buried in the ice that you'd have to laser it out. You can actually laser what do you call it? Like a hole into it and take your SRV down. That'd be too adventurous though, wouldn't it? See, on here you've got the reflection of the SRV. It's pretty subtle, but it is there. Yeah, and the lighting going into the into the ice is good. You've got on the left, you've got the lighting promise. I'm assuming that's a star or a local star or sun or whatever. So yeah, but we're gonna have to wait until what, Q4? I guess we're looking at December for this. It's probably going to be a Christmas present from Frontier. That's the kind of what I'm thinking. It's going to be more like, you know, late on, like maybe on the third week in December, if we're lucky. But progress is certainly going. Now, another thing that I'm finding intriguing is megaship interactions. So this is interaction with the side of a megaship here, but you can see what's being targeted here is Escape Hatch 3. Now, that has got me really intrigued. Escape Hatch. So my mind's now thinking, what is this then? Are these new missions where we're rescuing people from megaships and we're trying to break an escape hatch? It can't be cargo again, can it? Because we've already got cargo hatches. But again, we've got limpet docking points. So obviously, again, the same as cargo hatches, you're going to be using limpets to override and hack them. So, but escape hatches. Yeah. New missions, possibly. Rescuing hostages or prisoners. Well, breaking prisoners out of megaship prisons. That would be cool. Yeah, ice road truckers. Yeah, I think that looks interesting. Escape hatches. I'm very curious to see what that's all about. What's inside an escape hatch? Like once it gets blown off, what's in there? Escape hatches are for people to use, aren't they? So, so here's another one. Another one. This doesn't really show too much, except that it has rescue bays. So again, rescue. That implies people that need rescuing and whatnot. And yeah, it makes me think of, and you can see it's all lit up, all four corners in green. So it makes me think that there's new missions to come with involving people, whether they're bad people, good people, people that need to get off a ship for good reasons or bad reasons, whether you're going to get the cops after you if you do something like this. I don't know. But yeah, this is all new megaship interaction here. But these look like structures really more than megaships. These aren't the megaships I'm used to seeing. Well, not the ones that pop into conflict zones anyway. But yeah, it'll be interesting to have some more interaction with those. If you access the escape pod interface, they fire out escape pods for you to collect. Okay, so then in that case, it must be people then. So they must be tied into the mission system somehow. So that'll be good. Right, what's up next? Oh yeah, here we go. So we have some new large weapons coming. I got 3 screenshots of those. So anyone wants to identify what these are, go ahead, stick it in the chat. But yeah, we've got 3 new large weapons coming. So get your vultures ready. Class 4. Yeah. Isn't it class 4? Class 4 is large, isn't it? And or is class 3 is medium. Class 4 large, class 5 would be huge then. Maybe you can kidnap escaping VIPs and hold them for ransom. You know, there's so much potential in the game. They could do anything like this. Like, let's say you took on a mission from somebody who was a little bit nefarious, let's say somebody who's a little bit dodgy, and he wants you to break prisoners out of a ship, or he would call them maybe freedom fighters or whatever, break them out. You know, there's a lot of risk involved, there's lots of security around, but you've got to go in with a good ship, break the prisoners out. I would love to do something like that in this game. That'll be awesome. 1 small, 2 medium, 3 large, 4 huge. There you go. Yeah, so class threes. Thanks, Dwayne. Maybe you can catch in a net. Yeah. Jeremy Kyle Vans. I didn't know Jeremy Kyle had Vans. Okay, so yeah, it does look like a gas weapon, James. I thought that myself. I wasn't 100% sure, but it could be. Look at this thing. Again, it's got double shot of something, but you know, a ship that can benefit from new large weapons is the smallest one will be your Vulture because it has 2 of them. So that'll be getting some extra love and some new configurations on it, I think, because I do like outfitting the Vulture with some nice large weapons. The latest ones I've got on mine right now are the advanced plasmas. But yeah, that's the plasma charger. Okay, so maybe these are new Goidy Thargoid and Guardian. Yeah, because we are, of all the new large weapons we are getting new Thargoid ones, we are getting new Guardian ones, and also human ones, according to the summary. So, oh, actually, I'm just reading attacked, destroyed, and lost megaships will also have new rescue interactions. So ships that have been attacked, destroyed, or lost. So it's not, which is a bit of a shame because it doesn't mean that they're megaships that are currently running. You know, so to have security around them and stuff, escorts. But hey. So yeah, three new types of large weapons coming, which is going to be fun. I'm just reading some of the blurb on this. Just going back to the realistic. It just says here, thanks to new tools and technologies, Chapter 4 will introduce scatter rock, which will allow for realistic physics on the surface and also enhanced lighting according to local events and light sources. Scatter rock, realistic physics on the surface. Okay, exploration, more processes to perform as a solo explorer or in multi-crew. Detailed surface scanner will send probes that can analyze the surfaces of targeted planets and asteroid rings. Multi-crew exploration will be interesting and the rewards balanced. Okay. Well, this looks another interesting weapon. Yeah, scatter rock. I think that's just the name of the engine, the physics engine or whatever it is that's going to be doing that. It all sounds cool. I've never heard of scatter rock before. Back to the... I don't know, Kiwi. I don't know what that is. No floating rocks, just scattered ones now. I don't know if we're going to have to unlock these separately. I'm guessing the human ones will be already unlocked, but the Guardian ones and the Thargoid ones I really don't know. And yeah, the one we've been waiting for. The new chief... Well, it's not a chieftain, is it? But it's a new lazy ship. It's the Challenger. This is the new Challenger ship, which is basically, let's not do a brand new shaped ship. Let's take on something that we've already got in the game and just twiddle with a few polygons and call it a new ship. And that's what this is. This is Challenger. I don't know whether that's a tribute to the space shuttle or what. But there is the arse. And there is the front. That is very chieftain looking. Yeah. Yeah, all the legs went to the back of the ship on this one indeed, yeah. But Anyway, I'll be interested to see how this compares to the Chieftain. I'm expecting differences because it has to be worth buying over the Chieftain. It has to have something, but it can't have everything over the Chieftain because then the Chieftain still needs to be worth buying. So it's that Type 9, Type 10 thing again. So I'm guessing that this ship, this Challenger, is gonna have something up on the Chieftain, but then they're gonna have to either knock something down on this ship or give the Chieftain a bit of a buff, like they did with the Type 9, because if you remember with the Type 9, when the Type 10 came out, it made the Type 9 redundant. There was no point in buying it. And then Frontier added a new Class 8 internal, which is a minor thing for them to do, but it completely changed the relevance of the ship because it became the ship with the second biggest cargo hold, way more than the Type 10 had. So I don't know, maybe we'll see something like that here, because again, it's a very similar ship. So I really don't know. The front looks like a Chieftain though, doesn't it? It looks more like a Chieftain than anything else. It's quite similar, especially when you see the front, like the cockpit area and the above the cockpit where it angles down. It's very, very similar. 12 thrusters. The Type 10 is crying in a corner. Well, perhaps, yeah. But I don't think this is going to carry anywhere near the cargo of a Type 10. But yeah, we'll see. And of course, we have human sights now with Thargoids. There they are, the Thargoid up in the right-hand corner there, posing for a selfie above a human structure. And again, the lighting looks really, really cool. It's very green, pea soupy looking. So that kind of reminds me of those USSs that we drop into with all those burning ships. But it looks really, really good. That's a nice screenshot. And it looks like there's going to be some defending of human bases against Thargoids to be done. Possibly. You could not hit a target with a Type 10. Yeah. I don't know. The Type 10 is... It's all right, and it's got its use. It's pretty good. It's pretty solid ship. Excuse me, I have to drink some water there because I'm running out of words. Yeah, so there we go. So these are the screenshots. That looks really good. But this is not for the upcoming June 28th Chapter 2 update. These are again Chapter 4. So this is in the last quarter of the year, which is of course October, November, December. So forget October and November. This is going to be a December job, I'm pretty sure. So let's whip it back on to the game, because I'm going to buy another ship today. And it's a ship that I don't already own. I have owned one, but I don't currently own one. So I'm going to buy one. And I'm going to do a very specific build with it. The ship, up until a few hours ago, it was going to be another Fer-de-Lance, because that was the build I had in front of me, thanks to Cathena. And I've ended up not going with that, because what I wanted to do, I'm building a stealth ship, and I wanted to know what is the coolest ship in the game by default when you buy it stock. Which ship runs the coolest? So I did a little bit of researching, and it would appear that it's pretty much a tie between the Diamondback Scout and the Diamondback Explorer. So I figured that if I bought a Diamondback Explorer, although the Scout is cheaper, the Diamondback Explorer is the most expensive, but I think that's the one to go for. I'm going to buy a Diamondback Explorer, and I'm going to put it. I'm going to apply the techniques of a stealth ship onto this one. Now, it's not the most resilient ship in the game. It's not the fastest. It's not the toughest. But my theory is you can't hit what you can't see, and it's not a big ship, which is good. The other plus point, yeah, DBS, but I've heard conflicting arguments between DBS and Explorer. But yeah, we're going to be thermal venting the weapons only, I think. Yeah. So the other thing about getting a Diamondback or Explorer is that newbies can do it in a way, or the newbies can go for the Scout. Let's take a look inside the shipyard, because as we go up, we're going to hit the Scout first, because for me it's going to cost other people a little bit more. I get a reduction on this, but my Diamondback Scout would be $4.95. So people who've been in the game for a few weeks can probably afford this. If you've been watching certain other YouTube channels, you'll be able to afford about 200 of these already. Ooh, bitchy. So yeah, Diamondback Scout. If you want to build a stealth ship on a budget, go for this one. I do have a little bit of money put aside, so I'm going to go for the Explorer. And when I had this ship before, I did take it exploring. I went up to the Lagoon Nebula with it, and I have to say I loved every minute of this ship. I really did. So shields, armor, these are the stock figures, so there's no point really concentrating on these, because they're all going to be different. So 1.6 million then for this ship, which is 200,000-ish credits less than what it says on Coriolis. So I guess that's what I'm getting. I just sent you a link to a build in Discord. What, for the Explorer? That was quick. Wow, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Kathina. I will pick up on that one. I have the Furderlands build in front of me. So, yeah. Sandro lost his loach. Oh, picky of... Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't translate the thing over. Yeah, let's go over. My apologies there. I forgot to hit the transition button. There we go. No, I did hit it. I remember. It must have gone back. Okay, let me just put that there so that can't happen again. There we go. Right, so yeah, here we are, Diamondback. Let me just nip back to the Scout before I buy it. So yeah, if you're on a budget, if you're a newbie and you're on a budget, go for this one. If you want to do a stealth build, your rebuy is going to be nothing as well. So I'm going to go for the Explorer. And I'm going to ignore all of this, because none of this is going to matter, because all these numbers are going to change. Don't really need to do the FSD, but I probably will. It doesn't add any extra weight or affect the thermals, I don't think. So we're just standing by. Why do I want a stealth ship? Because I don't have one, Steve. That's pretty much just the reason. The idea being that this ship's going to run cold enough that it can't be, it can be very hard to target in combat. It's just another combat tactic I want to try. So if I'm taking on other ships, I want to be dropping off their radar as much as possible. So the only if I'm running so cold, gimbaled weapons cannot get a lock, so it's fixed weapons only. And yeah, in PvP it's pretty good as well. So yeah, one mission and you've got a DBS. Exactly. you can anybody can afford a ship like this, and I do like them. So this is my second one. I did keep my other one. It was all yellow, my other one, but it's small. So let's have a look. Oops, I will keep doing that. That's what I want. Right, there we go. Right, let's just take a look at a stealth DBX build. There it is. Yep, I'm just looking at it. That's your weapons are pretty much bang on what I was going to go for based on the FDL. Thanks for adding more money to the reactive surfaces there. Alright, now I'm not going to get this ship done today. I am going to outfit it all today and do some engineering. But because of the need for resource gathering and material trading and whatnot, and of course jumping from engineer to engineer, I'm not going to get it all done today. But I will go through it with you guys so that you'll know how to build one. So yeah, so you won't have to wait for the second part of this build in order to build your own. Yes, James, the black paint job is the first thing I was going to do. Thank you. I think I've got, if I haven't got a black one, then I'll have to maybe buy one or something. But yes, black livery was the first thing because it makes you harder to see. So there we go, midnight black. I'm not even going to put a ship name on it. I can just have nothing and no ship ID either. I don't want anything that's going to highlight the ship. I just want it all black. I want it to be as invisible as it can possibly be. Engine detailing then is going to be white. Weapon detailing, white. So everything's in black and white. Right, so that's the cosmetics done. Hard points then, we have 3 of them. So we've got 2 mediums and a large. So the large is going to be a multi-cannon. And I'm going to run gimbals. You could run fixed weapons if you have a nice little nimble ship. I would certainly class this as a nimble ship, as is the Vulture, which is another ship you could use. I reckon you could do this build on most ships. Good ones, I would say, would be the Chieftain, the Vulture, probably a Python, right, Kathina? You could do a Python like this as well, although it is a bigger ship. Fer-de-Lance, obviously, that was the intended ship. You could do it on a Cobra. Yeah, you can pretty much do anything. So let's stick a multi-cannon on, and we're going to go with the 3C, which is the gimbaled. Nice cheap build. There she is. See? Cheapest one available. Look, it says under there, look, made in China. So there we go. And now we're going to run on the class 2s beam lasers. Something I don't run with very often is beams. I do like them, but ever since Frontier made them more power hungry, I haven't been using them. I've been sticking to pulses and multi-cannons. But these are going to be getting the efficient treatment on them, so we should be good to go. Livery first. Oh yeah, got to do the outside first, Jess. Definitely. Yeah. Made in China still an issue. China's the overall superpower now on Earth, or as it's known now, Chinaland. Right. Just had to have another quick drinky there. Okay, so that's the hard points taken care of. Utility mounts. This one's nice and easy. It's 4 shield boosters. And we're going to be running with, all 4 are going to be E's, not A's. So again, good on the budget. E-rated boosters, because I believe all the boosters are going to be resistance augmented, if I'm not mistaken. No, I am mistaken. Yeah, 2 resistance augmented, and for some reason we're running with an OE heavy duty. Kathina's going to have to explain that one to me. Why are we having an OE heavy duty? Let's have a look. I'm not... Is it probably down to power draw, perhaps? And the 4th one is going to be kinetic resistant. Okay. Will you be packing heatsink launchers? No. No heatsink launchers on this one. Do you need the power loss? Oh, okay, makes sense then. Because yes, because we are going to be running a low emission power plant. So I guess we're looking for every kilowatt, megawatt that we can. So I still wish there was a way on here where I could just hold down the shift key and just drag that into the next one, and it would make a copy of it. You know, automatically buy it, and like it wouldn't transfer engineered stuff over, just the actual thing, rather than keep going into this. Maybe I'm just being too picky. So 4 0E shield boosters, all going to require their own engineering, as well as the 2 beams. How much engineering I can do today, I don't know. I'm going to try and do some. But I think the first thing to do engineering-wise is the FSD. And the reason for that is because Desiat's not far away. And once you've got a large FSD, traveling between all the other engineers to get your stuff done, it just makes life a bit easier. Hi Nikita, I'm doing okay today, thank you. Not too bad. Theoretically, you won't be face tanking as much as you otherwise would, so you shouldn't need as many shields, plus they're very resistant. Okay, what shields have we got on this? Let's have a quick looky. Okay, so we're still sticking with bi-weaves then. Nikita, we are building a stealth ship, a cold running ship. Oh, I'll tell you what, guys, as I've got a new ship, you know I like to involve you guys as much as I can, so somebody come up with a name for this ship. Remember, it runs cold, it's a cold running ship, stealthy, it's black, and it's a next Diamondback. So you guys pick a name, and then the one I like the most, or one of the ones I like the most, I will name the ship. Let's have a looky. Let's have a looky. Where are we? Okay, into the cores then. And straight on. This is going to be a pricey bit, but hey. We're now going to go with reactive. Oh, now what's this? Module will exceed maximum mass. I can't build this. Cold coffin. Though that doesn't sound good for me though. Please explain your credit balance. I've been playing since alpha, and yeah, I've been making lots of money. Put the thrusters in first. Good point. So thrusters then. Let's A-rate the ship up and give it a bit of mass. Should we just do a cold ship and got a bite, polar bear? Let's A-rate everything first. I'm surprised. I'll tell you what has surprised me, Kathina, is that some of this wasn't derated, because if you remember my Anaconda, in the build I had on, I think it was beta 3, when we were testing out Elite 3.0 beta, and the new engineers came out, It was the time the new engineers came out, and we were testing everything out. And I ran with an Anaconda that was doing about 20% thermal signature, had about 20% thermal signature during Super Cruise, on its way back to Shinrata, as I recall. And that ship was pretty much entirely derated. Oh, Frosty Dog. Black Ice is good. I like Black Ice. Frosty Dog sounds great. Yeah, you've made me click out on my frameshift drive now. Yeah, it's going to be Black Ice, the Frigid Fornicator. That's something I would have expected Kiwi Guy to say. Black Ice. Yeah, Black Ice. Exchange. Yeah, because Black Ice, because it's very slippery. What did I just do there? Right, life support. I think I'm not concentrating on what I'm doing here. I can give it the name, but I'm not going to display the name on the ship because I don't want bright lettering. I don't think it'll make... Actually, it's going to make zero difference against NPCs. I can put it on then, because if it's in PvP, then I'm going to want those things taken off. I want it to look as invisible as possible. So sensors, we're going to put derated on that. And I'm guessing that's lightweight, is it? No, long range. Okay. Long range and not lightweight. Put black letters on it. Yeah, I could. So there we go. All A rated except for life support and sensors, which are Ds. And into the optionals then. So take off the shield generator and replace it with another shield generator. Those nice trusty bi-weaves. I do like them. You can do black lettering, can't you? I think. Nighty radiator. Yeah. Okay. I need to move my chat window across now because it's blocking my optionals. There we go. So, thankfully, we're going to fit a fuel scoop on. Good thing about the fuel scoop is it doesn't weigh a thing. What have we got on here? A 4A. Yeah. And in here we've got one module and 3 hull reinforcement packages. Just to give it that extra bit of toughness. I've got, according to ED Shipyard, there are 2 3s and 2 2s. Yeah, okay, that is... So why are we... Okay. Yeah, no, okay. I was just thinking of something else, but yeah. Okay, let's do 3... what am I doing? Let's do 3 hull reinforcement packages. Sorry, I thought I was missing something vital on it, but it turns out that I'm not at all. So let's just do hulls on those. And this one. So this is your basic build. Okay, now the next thing, of course, is engineering the ship. We're well under power. I want to have a look at the heat signature on the ship right now. I just want to go back to the core, obviously. See if we can get these. Is it? I think it's reactives on there. So again, this is going to cost you over twice as much as what the ship did. But let me just go back a second. Right, integrity at the moment 910, and with these on it's 1165. It's not a massive jump, but it's okay. Makes the ship a little bit heavier, but we're good. So the jump range at the moment is 28. That gives me 4 jumps to Deciat, which is not bad at all. Right, my next thing is, have I got any stored modules that I can transfer onto that ship instead? Multi-cannon, no, because I've got 3 Cs on there, and I'm guessing that it's not going to have the engineering that I need anyway. Now I've got a 3D hull reinforcement package on there. Kiwi. Oh god. Yeah. Right, hull reinforcement package. Let's take a look. The 3D one on here is with heavy duty and deep plating. This has also got heavy duty but not deep plating. So I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna get rid of the other one and put that on. The frame shift drive is a 5, unfortunately, so that's not gonna work. It's always good for me to go through my store. The power plant is a 4. Now, look at that. Modifications. Look at that. I've got an FSD already. I do not have to go to Deciat. So the frame shift drive is going to get fitted from there. Am I able to just transfer that even though there's one on there? Yeah. Whoops. Oh, look at that jump range now. 41.8. Excellent. Excellent. Oops, I do not want to store. What have I done now? Right, stored modules. Has that gone back up to the top? It has indeed. Well, let me fit this on. At least that'll do something. I may have to re-engineer this from Legacy, but at least it's something. So I'll transfer it to the ship. It can go in there. There's only one place it can go for me. So that's on there. Integrity's gone up to 1296 now. That's not too bad. Right, so we've got, I don't have any beam lasers, I don't think. And multi-cannons, as I said, with 3 Cs. Hull reinforcement package, that can now go. I can sell that now, I don't need that. Anything that's not engineered shouldn't even be in here. I do have a lot in here, don't I? My store's getting built up. Power plant. Right, even if this was the same, which it isn't, I couldn't transfer it over. Oh, I can, it's low emissions. But it's the wrong class. I need 4A. I need 4A. Thrusters on this ship are 4s, so that's no good. And anything hanging off. Now, which is quicker? Transferring this over from Thargoid territory, or doing the engineering required and the material resource gathering to do one. I know I've got one in hand if I need it, but this is not going to work anyway because my other hull reinforcement is a 2D, so it's a null argument. Forget that. I don't think there's anything else I can pick up from this. Power distributor is a 4. I probably should have picked a ship where I've got more stored stuff, but anyway. At least I've increased my jump drive. Okay, let me just find the chat window. Right, it's easier to balance resistances with a reactive surface than any other type of armor, because you will need thermal. Yeah, indeed, definitely. Dark ice. Dark ice, black ice. Yep. Yep, and go with something like that, I think. You can thermal spread the FSD at Desiat. Is that right? Can we do that? If you have dirty drives pinned, it's worth going to Desiat to get your thrusters done to grade 3. Let me have a look at my pinned stuff here. Hold on, just pop into engineers a sec. Where is she? Is this right then? Should I still go to Felicity and do the thermal spread on the FSD? Let me take a look. Frameshift drive. Increased range with mass manager. I'm not quite sure what this one has on it. I know it's got the increased range, but I'm not convinced that it shows me. Let me have a look. It doesn't tell me nothing there. I'm in the wrong thing. Sorry. Try going in the right one. There we go. Thermal load 27. Should we go to Felicity? It's only going to be 3 jumps anyway. Right. As for having it pinned, what? My mind's gone blank. Where do I get the pinned blueprints? I've completely. Okay. Yeah. Multi-cannons. Let's take a look here. Multi-cannon. Short range with corrosive shell. Let's have a look. Thing is, we can't. Oh, it's sturdy. It doesn't tell you. I wish it should tell you which one you've got here. Shield generator is reinforced, and on mine we're going for thermal resistance, so that's no good. And power plant is armored. That's no good either. So yeah, no good, no good, no good. You don't need the thermal spread on the FSD. Actually, in combat, that's true, probably don't. I can always do it later on though if I needed to. Just to what you're trying to find out. I'm not really trying to find out anything at the moment. I just wondered whether I needed to go to Felicity Farseer to go and do the or re-engineer the thrusters. Let me just take a look and just see what speed we've got on this at the moment, because I didn't pay any attention to the speed. Okay, so we need to go to Palin then, I guess, to do the dirty drives. I don't have any of those in stock. Now, Palin's quite a distance away, so I'm not going to go there until I know I can do it. So, thrusters then is dirty drive tuning with drags. I don't know what drags are going to require in terms of materials, but dirty tuning, let me take a look. I'm just going to bring you guys in on the desktop in a second. I think that's it. So if I bring up Livestream desktop, where are you? I can never find my desktop. There it is. Okay, it's not really showing anything. Trying to get my desktop up, but for some reason it doesn't want to show. And that's not the right screen, and that is. No, it's not. Sorry guys, just having trouble with OBS. I want to get my Elite Dangerous on the desktop up, but it doesn't want to show it. I've got 3 displays here, and it's showing my left display and my right one, but it refuses to show the middle one, which is where I've got the game. Just going to quickly alter that because I want to bring up ED Engineer as well. Let me try this. Sorry guys, I know it's just a little bit of dead air at the moment. Ah, I think I got it. I think I got it. And I'm going to bring it down so the YouTube chart is on top. And there we go. Okay. So, Frosty Dog. Right, so where are we? Thrusters. So let's put this, is in alphabetical order already, and we want dirty drives, not clean, as you would, some people might think clean drives is the way to go, but I have found that dirty drives actually run on a slightly, probably like 1% lower temperature than clean drives do. So I've got dirty drives 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. See, now this is a problem. Can craft 1 because I'm missing pharmaceutical isolators. If I can pick up more of those, I can craft 6 at grade 4, which is probably just enough, just enough to get me to grade 5. 3 is okay, 2 is okay, and 1 is okay. So if I go to a manufactured trader and pick up some pharmaceutical isolators, then I can go and do the thrusting. Did I just say I can go and do the thrusting? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Okay, well, let's just whisk that off. So, Galaxy Map then, not Galnet, Galaxy Map, and into services. This is where it gets boring, so just letting you know. Okay, I want to choose services from here and go to manufactured, which is blue, and Tim Baldress is right on there, right next door to me. That is 17, that's just a jump away, so in we go. Come on. Yeah, you do this, if you do this to a Fertilance as well, good time. If you do this to a Fertilance as well, you can really, I think you'd really have a good ship on your hands. Right, I just want to make sure that this has got one material trader indeed. So, I know there's no chance, but what about this one? No. Right, so this is good because this is going to give me a chance to find out what temperature we're running at right now. So we'll quickly make our way over there and see if we can trade for some pharmaceutical isolators. I don't need too many. Let's have a look. Ah yes, the Diamondback. It's been a while. Whoa. So she's running at 22 at the moment, which is not bad. But let's get her up into, well, let's get her out of mass lock first. And then we'll just run her in Super Cruise for a little while.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Kiwi, what are you on about? Yeah, the problem with the prismatics, obviously, the good thing is that they are really good at holding up. But once they go, you need to land, or dock, I should say, in order to get them back, because the ones I did on my PvP cutter, according to ED Shipyard, I think it is, yeah, it says it, from broken, the shields will take 43 minutes to get back. So yeah, I saw what Martin said. Yeah, reboot repair, obviously. You can reboot repair, but yeah, I was talking about the time that it took, according to ED Shipyard, 43 minutes or something. But yeah, with a reboot repair, you're looking about 20 minutes. So it looks like we're sitting at about 25%. I'd like to get the cruising speed down. The cruising temperature down about 22 or something, if that's even possible. But it's all in the beam lasers, this build, because no, we're down to 22 now. It's all down to the beam lasers because they're going to have the thermal vents. So as long as you're hitting your target, hence the gimbaled, the more it's going to freeze your ship, and the more you hit the other guy, the more you're going to go cold, and the more, the sooner you're going to be dropping off his sensors. And if he has any gimbaled weapons on you, they won't be able to target you. So we're down to 22. I don't know whether that's going to go any further down. So yeah, I'm going to jump in a minute. I'm just looking at the temperature. 22%. If I leave it for long enough, it may jump down to 20, but if your shields go down, you could always deactivate them, couldn't you? Black ice implies out of control. Yeah, probably even more good a reason for me to have that name, because I generally tend to be out of control.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
So GSXR, you reckon clean drives are better? The thing is, I had clean drives on a ship once, engineered to grade 5, and then I swapped them out and I put dirty drives in, engineered to grade 5, and my thermal signature dropped by 1%. It's not a lot, but it really surprised me, because I thought that the clean drives were going to make my ship run cooler, and it turned out that that was not the case. Unless that was a bug that's been fixed. Ronald, hi, this is the Explorer. Because I was always of the opinion that the clean drives were more efficient in terms of heat, but yeah. The figures, like you've put up there, certainly show that. But the question is going to be, wow, I've just noticed there's 73 people watching. Jesus. I haven't been paying attention to that. So hi everybody. Yeah, no, I'm only going by my experience and the fact that Cathena's put dirty drives on this as well. So we're obviously both thinking on the same line. I'm not sure if I can go for how much of the experimentals I can go for at the moment, because I don't want to use up precious materials on experimentals that I'm going to need to use on, proper engineering upgrades later on. I don't know. Whoops. See, I was looking at the chat there, not paying attention. 12% difference on the multiplier. What do you reckon, Kathina, then? Are we sticking with dirty drives or what? This ship's quite happily running at 22 at the moment. 22%. I think I got my Anaconda down to, it was either 18 or 20, wasn't it? Hey, Commander Stolas. And Darren, yeah, I saw you at the beginning. Yeah, all you lurkers, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Oh, by the way, yes, I noticed today I was something like 3,660 subscribers, so yeah, massive thanks to everybody who's subscribed to this channel. Overall, my 3.5 years of doing this. 3.5 years, wow. Where's that gone? September will mark 4 years, so I'll have to maybe September the 15th, I believe it is, my first video. So I'm going to have to probably do something, if my circumstances allow it, do something really cool on that day. Whoa, we got a subscriber. It hasn't come up on there for some reason. Let me just change that over. But yeah, Ronald, thanks for your subscription, mate. Sorry, I didn't have my subscriber alert on my desktop version of Elite Dangerous, but that's fixed now. And now I've lost control of my ship. There we go. Again, the reason why we call it black ice.
Approval granted. Land on designated pad number 34.
I gotta love that voice. It's Reet Northern. I'm getting some quite stuttery frame rates here. I don't know if you guys are noticing that. When I'm turning, it seems to be a little bit stuttery for some reason. Oh dear. Just took the aerial off the roof there. This is what happens when you get used to slower ships.
Landing completed. Clear to disembark. Station facilities are at your disposal.
That's okay, Commander Stolas. I don't mind people lurking, as long as they hit the subscribe button. Yeah, the stutter. Yeah, my ship is shivering. Oh yeah. Right, material. So we need pharmaceutical isolators. I don't need too many of them. There they are. Oh, bloody hell. I have to side trade. Well, I think I'm going to side trade. I think... Oh, this is really bad. This is horrible. I hate doing these side trading because it's 6-1 is ridiculous. So now if I want to pick up... What am I looking at? This is for grade 5, wasn't it? So if I'm looking at say 8 of these, oops, wrong one. If I want 8, I have to give up 48 of those. Ugh. Nightmare on Elm Street, this is. This is for grade 5. Sometimes it makes me question whether I need to actually keep going to grade 5 all the time. Whether I just to stay at grade 4 sometimes, you know. Grade 5 gives me, looking at thermal load, plus 60%. And grade 4 gives me plus 50%. Maybe I should just take the thrusters to grade 4, pin it, and then once I get some pharmaceutical isolators, which can't be that difficult to get, I'm not prepared to give up 48 proto heat. What if I need those on another thing? Yeah. Probably should just go grade 4 on the thrusters. And then pick up some pharmaceutical isolators at some other point. Well, let me just see where those come from. Yeah, you'll need those for the efficient beams. Yeah, you see, exactly. Should we... I'm just having a look at... here we go, pharmaceutical isolators. Outbreak systems high grade. High grade USS is in outbreak. Should we have a look? If I can pick up three of them, that gives me 9. I might be able to do it quickly if I've got one close by. Should we have a quick look? Should we try it now? What do you guys think? Or should we move on and see if we can do the beams? Beams, have I got enough for beams? I can do... No, I haven't got enough for the efficient beams either. I've got enough to do one, but not both. I'm down on... I need selenium. Exceptional scrambled data. No, I don't know. I've got enough of those. So I need selenium. That's raw. I need to go to the raw engineer for that one. Raw trader. So let's have a look and see if there's an outbreak system close by. Come on. I'll have a quick look for some high grades, and if there's nothing... Now then, here we go. Let's get rid of all this junk on the screen. So, nearest outbreak system looks to be these ones up the top here. How can I not go with that name? I don't think it has to be anything like high populated or anything, right? Let's nip to here, see if we can grab something. Maybe in the first high grade we come across we'll find some. If not, then we'll just go to the next step. Hi. Yep, thanks Cobalt Blue. Should we test the shields out? Oh, bloody hell. I know I thrusted that, but boosted that, but it felt like it was really slow. Come on. Eager to get away. There we go. Finding the materials I needed last week. What was it? I wasn't looking for these, was I? Isolators? Yeah, I know this isn't the most interesting part, but I'm going to stay here for 1, possibly 2 high grades. If I haven't picked up any pharmaceutical isolators after 2 high grades, then we'll just move on. I'm certainly not going to dwell on it. Okay, so the method for me then is first I move away from the star enough that the star's light starts to go away, so that the sky lights up, because you only see the brightest stars at the moment until we get away. And then I look for the Magellan Cloud as a reference point. It's somewhere near it's on the galactic core, but sometimes you have to wait. There's the core. You have to wait to get away from the star before the light comes. There we go. We've got more stars now. Okay. And the Magellan Cloud is there. Right, so I've got these 2 lined up. So at some point, even if I haven't targeted this and put it behind me, the more I travel out, it's going to end up behind me anyway. And then we need to get out. Oh, your game. Alright, Jess, I thought you meant mine. So the reason I keep that targeted so I can see how far away I am from it. 330 light seconds. I think some people say you can get to around 1,000 and then just circle the sun and you can pick them up, but I'm not too sure. I find anything that's 3,000 light seconds and further out gives me high grades. Yeah, well, up, and don't forget to untarget. So I'm just going to keep referring back here to see how far out we are. Yeah, we need to be in deep space. At least I always do it that way. And just so every time I pop into a USS, if I'm collecting stuff in there or whatever, to make sure that when I jump out, I'm heading in the same direction as I was before, I always have a point of reference. And I use the two Magellan clouds here as my point of reference. I always head towards those because it will, as you can see now, that star is directly behind me, and it wasn't before. It gets there because of the fact that you're further out, obviously. So I think we can slow it down now. So I'm going to slow it right down. It won't make a difference. It doesn't mean that USS's pop up any slower. Slow it right down. And now we just wait. Now that we're in deep space, we just wait for them to appear. We're going to come across a lot of degradeds, that's for sure. But yeah, before I end the stream, I will put up the details of the build in terms of engineering, so in case you guys want to tackle it, it's there. And in the video description, I'll leave a link to the build for this ship and the Fer-de-Lance. I'll put both ships in the video description after the stream. And yeah, oh, I had a problem with last week's stream. You know, YouTube, it generates, as it's processing, no matter how long the stream is, you only get to watch the last 2 hours. And then sometimes, you know, by the time I wake up the next morning, it's pretty much processed it and done the whole lot. But last week, it stayed on the last 2 hours for 2 or 3 days. And I don't know why. And it didn't look like it was going to fix itself. It didn't say that it was processing. So the first 1.5 hours of the stream was not there. And so what I had to do was go into the editing as if I was going to edit the video, maybe change the brightness or something, but make no changes, and then just click Save Changes. And that forced YouTube to reprocess the entire video, and that was the only way to get the live stream back in its entirety. I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. I hope so anyway. So come on, where are these? Hi Agile, how you doing? Fly between 1,000 light seconds and 500 at 10% thrust towards the star for high grades. When you say towards the star, do you mean like around it, flying around it, like as if you were fuel scooping from a greater distance, that kind of thing? Also, if you set your filters in the navigation panel to show only stars and signal sources, that's a good point. My problem with doing this is I'll forget. I'll forget about it. Actually, it's quite noticeable there, isn't it, really? So let's just... We'll try a little while. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because it's too boring. Andreas Doblug, is that right? Yep, hi, welcome to the stream, mate. Yeah, sometimes as long as I'm pointing at the clouds, I can just sit on this screen. Always trying to correct my speed, because obviously the further out you go, the more the speed's going to pick up. But sometimes I'm sitting at 40 C, sometimes 20, don't really matter. So Cobalt says fly out to around 20k, then point back towards the star and fly back. I have done that in the past, yep, fly out, but I've gone further. I've gone up to about 80 to 100,000 light seconds out, and then turned around and come back towards the star. And yeah, it does work. Come on, baby. You know what? Sometimes you can pop in here and you might actually get something that you want. There might be stuff in here I want for other engineering upgrades, so I don't know. I'll leave it though. I do want the high grades, but yeah, I don't mind stopping in at every one really. Sometimes I can do that. You know, I'll pick a day to go on Elite Dangerous, and I'll just sit in the game, and I'll say, right, I'm going to sit here for 2 to 3 hours in a specific system like Outbreak or Boom or whatever I need, and I'll just pop into every single USS that comes up and just collect everything. And then the next time I do some engineering, surprise, surprise, I've got a shed load of the stuff that I need. So yeah, I could just spend a day material gathering, just doing that. It's kind of like going around a scrapyard and just picking stuff up that you need. And it is boring. There's no question how boring it actually is. But the next time you come to engineer a ship and everything's there, you'll be thankful of it. Pick a station about 5 or 6,000 light seconds away. Go towards back to the main star, back and forth. SS's pop up along the way. Yeah, the problem is I've noticed a lot of oh, nice one. That's Zarazenia. She's a fuel rat. Yeah, now, oh, the pirate ship, yes. I'm very much looking forward to getting back into my Python and doing some more pirating. I haven't done, there's too many degradeds. I haven't done too much of it since the stream, but I'm fairly sure that obviously the more practice I put in on that, the less overwhelming it is on you, because there's a lot of things to think of when you're in there initially and you haven't done it that way before. Things to do in the right order, you know, and I think once you've done a few, it just becomes second nature kind of, and it's less overwhelming on the head, and you just find yourself clicking all the right buttons, doing the things in the right order, and just filling up on low temperature diamonds. And again, if you have a big ship you can do it with that can store masses of cargo, you're going to make some handsome profits, and it doesn't even require you to do any instance swapping or any measures like that. Let's say it's purely legit profit. I say that, but the reason it's easy to do is because the ship behavior is kind of strange, that they stop when you stop, or they'll circle around you, and the AI behavior makes these the pirating of low temperature diamonds, it makes it happen that way, doesn't it? So they're not constantly fighting. It's like if you do this, this happens. If you do that, that happens. Every single time, every single ship. So you stop your ship after you've taken out all but one weapon, and they'll stop their ship, which is not normal behavior. So I'm not saying it's exploitative or anything like that, but it's not really normal behavior. If I'm pirating somebody, I don't really want them to just sit there and let me do it. Obviously they're firing at me. Okay, let's get the other guy. Where is he? Is he? I'm going to pop in here unless a HD pops up just to see if there's anything interesting in here. Should people be laughing at me when I have an A-rated Furtherlands? It depends, Jay, if you've engineered it. If you've engineered it for combat, then no, I don't think they should be laughing, because it's a pretty damn good ship, actually. The problem is, thanks to Frontier bringing engineers out, there are now massive differences between stock ships and their engineered counterparts. I don't need any of this, do I? I'm probably going to at some point. How am I doing on those? 76 of those, 24 of those, 36 of those. Let's get out of here. No, Furtherlands is a really good ship. We did a build, me and James Bonehead 2412, we did a build on our FDLs for combat, and we did some bounty hunting, wasn't it, in the horse system? Wow. Did we have some fun. Yeah, they're a potent ship, Furtherlands, Jay. I don't have it engineered, but I have 1000 shield and 4 medium multi-cannons and 1 huge beam. It's a nice build. It's a nice build. I can't remember what the one on mine is. But I'm pretty sure we did the video on it. It was either a video or a live stream, I think we did when we were in the horse system, picking off ship after ship after ship in our Furtherlands, and it was a video. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It should be on my thing on my channel somewhere. I'm not quite sure which one it's called though. Okay, so I'm going to wait for one more, and if it's not a high grade, I'm out of here. And we'll see if we can go to a raw trader and pick up selenium. Yeah, I can't remember too much about it, Jay, but a while back I did a video on an A-rated Sidewinder that was fully engineered, because I was curious to see how tough can a Sidewinder get, and so I did that, and yeah, you'd be surprised. I was able to almost take down was it a dropship or something? If you jump into your vet at a cargo rack and buy 5 tons of gold. Oh yeah, you mentioned that, Kiwi. Yeah, that is a thing to do. Just stick a cargo rack in my combat vet. I've been to Vietnam. No, not that kind of combat vet. Buy 5 tons of gold, and yeah, and then just take interdictions from elite anacondas, and then they'll drop grade 5 materials. That would be a lot more exciting than what I'm doing right now. Did I not pick that one up? Let's have a look. Should we do that? Should we go and entice some elite condors to to pick us up? How far are we away from Shinrata? Yeah, let's have a go at that. I am, like I said, I might not progress very far with this build today, but as I said, I will put the build that I intend to do on this ship on this video before I end it. Okay, Christopher T, thank you, mate. Yeah, let's go and pick up the Corvette, stick some gold in there, and entice some elite bounty hunters, or parrots I should say, to come and get it. We'll destroy them, destroy the anacondas, and pick up some G5 materials. Let's see if we can pick up some isolators that way. Am I missing VR? Yes. Yes is a simple answer. I know, it's, yeah, once you've had it. But yeah, I would love to be playing in VR. I like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind playing Elite on the monitor. But it is quite a different experience. Yes, James. I just don't have the I don't have the funds to get one, otherwise I would. I don't know why I checked that. Don't know. Maybe I'll get some Patreon who's a millionaire and say, you know, go and get one. Right, here we go. I'm going to put all this back because I need it now. Oops. Oh, it looks like I've got stuff in there. Diamond frogs, yeah. Where are you? Isn't it, didn't I tag it? Yeah, it's tagged already. No, it isn't, because I untagged it. There we go. I do have one of my BMWs up for sale at the moment, yes. And if that sells, I've got people interested, but I'm selling it on the Gibraltar for sale pages because it's Gibraltar registered. And it would just be a lot less hassle for me if somebody flew over, picked it up and drove it back, because it's already registered there. It'd just be less hassle. But yeah, I think I would probably be able to get it. I'd have to get a second-hand one though, but I've seen them for about £300 second-hand, so I think I would definitely put £300 of the Beamer money into that. Even though I need the money in my bank. One that VR, it's too much. What I really liked though was the sim racing, driving the cars in the racing simulators. That was incredible. Yeah, they're about 500 new here. They're about £500 new and 300 second hand. Right, so let's put the ship to bed. I think Black Ice is probably going to be the name I'll go with. So whoever suggested that, well done, that's the one I'm going to go with. Frosty Dog was a very, very close second. I was very tempted with that. So let's pick up the Corvette and entice some people to come and get me. £300. Oh, is that right? Wow. What ships do I own? Oh, most of them. I've got one. I've got a couple of big ones and most of the others. Let's have a look. I'll quickly run through the ones I have very, very quickly. Okay, my ships are Sidewinder, Imperial Eagle, Cobra 4. I can't remember why. Whoops. I've got a very nervous right-click finger. Right, so Sidewinder, Imperial Eagle, Cobra Mark 4. What the hell did I outfit that for? Collector limpets, cargo, wake scanner. That was set up very specifically for something, but I don't remember what. Viper Mark 4, Cobra Mark 3, Imperial Courier, Asp Explorer, Vulture, another Asp Explorer, Anaconda, a Chieftain, a Fer-de-Lance, a Python, a Type 10, a Beluga, a Corvette, and a Cutter. That's all. Cobra 4 is your material gatherer. Yeah, I was thinking that the material gatherer plus the wake scanner. Hi, Red Kite Roving. You're quite welcome. Next time we're back in that ship, I will stick that name on it. Right, now we're going to make a very small outfitting change to this ship. Which I don't normally do, but this one's a good cause. I could probably just take out the field scoop. Oh, I've got cargo. It's got 128 cargo on it already. I don't need to do anything to it. Yeah, I could probably put a hull reinforcement in there. To be honest, you know, I can increase the specs of this ship in terms of its hull. Definitely. But as it's a PvE ship and it can take out anything in PvE, I don't really need to, so I've already got that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bait some pirates. So into commodities, and we're going to have some gold. The waters of Shinrata. I'd love to taste that. Right, gold. Oh, they've not got any here. Yeah, nuts. What else do people want? There's nothing here. Anything I can put in that they're going to want? Does it have to be gold? God, there's not much here, is there? Ooh, see, there goes my right click again. What if I put some of those rares in there? The waters of Shinrata. Anything except limpets. Any cargo. Okay. Let's get some of these then. 6 tons of water. And we'll go to... We can stay in this system, I guess. And let's get ourselves interdicted. Preferably by anacondas, because they drop loads of stuff. The problem is I don't have collector limpets on this ship, so it's going to have to be done manually. But I'm only really interested at the moment in isolators. But, you know, if I see anything that I think is going to be handy. Whoops. I don't know why. I was pressing down and then my finger went to the up button again. I don't know why it did that. Right. Let's see if we can attract some would-be pirates. Am I better off in any other systems, like certain system states, maybe low security?
3, 2, 1, engage.
Yeah, I'm feeling dirty. So Fer-de-Lance, Anacondas, or any elite ships. I've got a feeling I should be jumping from system to system. Oh, thanks, Mike. That's good to know. I think I'm going to have to make a jump first, though. Let me just have a look. Because it tends to be when you make a jump that they say, you know, look at what you're hauling, or I'm surprised you got this far, and but at least I'm carrying something, so I can't be a useless drag. So I'm going to jump into units. Outbreak independent systems. Interesting, John. Thanks. Yeah, independent. Sometimes when you get two parameters, like state of the system and, you know, like you say, independent, I wonder how much of a difference that does make. Go back to the outbreak system, as this will double your luck. That is very true. But how many? I'll have to hang around the. I'm going to have to hang around the main star then, because you know, I'm not going to get too many pirates coming at me in deep space, surely. But yeah, we can head back to where it was, which let's have a look. I love this dotted line now. Right, I reckon I think I can make 20 jumps in this ship before I need fuel. So fine. Oh, do you know that whenever I see the message "boil you up," it always reminds me of the time that an NPC Sidewinder said it. You know, I'm here in my armored Corvette, and this little novice Sidewinder comes in and says, "I'm gonna boil you up." Let me at him, Uncle Scooby.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, I don't need to scoop, but boom reported. Bomb's just gone off. Do you remember Scrappy Doo? Let me at him, Uncle Scooby. I'll splat him. I was going to do Scooby Doo's laugh there, but I suddenly stopped and changed my mind. Right. Oh, somebody must want my Waters of Shinrata. The ones I like as well are those scans you get, where they scan your ship, and then they say, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were somebody else. Puppy power. Oh my god, yeah, I remember that now. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Puppy power. It is, isn't it, though? It's a Sidewinder taking on a Corvette. It's like Scrappy Doo taking on whatever the monster was for that week. Yikes, Scoobs, like it's the janitor. It was always the janitor. Always. Dude. Remember the music as to when they were walking? Dude, 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 doodle, doo, 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 doo. God, the memories. And I'm sure Daphne and Fred, yeah, they were definitely, anyway. So if we jump to about, or cruise to about I'm not getting any heat from anybody. But anyway, we'll jump out to about 1,000 and then start circling. You can kill a conduit in a Cobra. You can if you've got it engineered and you're skilled enough. Yes, you can. You can do it in a Sidewinder if you've got the staying power. So I'm not going to use the reference point here. So I am going to target Helgady because I'm going to need it. Yeah, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those pesky kids, or those meddling kids, wasn't it? Good old Scooby. Yeah, all the ones I used to watch after school. Look at that day. What's in the debris field? Okay, so we're just about 1,000 light seconds away now. So I'm just gonna put the star at the top. You see where it changes from hollow to solid on the compass thing there? I'm just gonna put it just on the solid there. And as it turns to hollow, I'll make it go solid again. And I'll keep doing that, and that will mean that I'm circling. I know I am not a person who engineers and I play in solo, and I am an okay. What is your verdict? My verdict on what? I'm not sure of the question, Jay. Right, we're not too far out still, are we? 1,000. So circling the star at 1,000 light seconds. Nobody wants my goods. And there's no high grades. Welcome to the world of Elite Dangerous. Hey, Brot fan! We have a signal source, so cutting the power just to have a look. Right, I'll bet anything it's degraded. Oh, well, encoded's not bad. And we have another one. Let's point at that one. Ooh, slow down, slow down, slow down. Ah! Well, if the pharmaceuticals are in here, at least we may have a chance of getting a interdiction on the way back. I only want to pick up 3. That'll do the thrusters. Yeah, the debris fields leftover war. Yeah, I just wondered if there was anything worth going in there for, like materials and stuff. If anything, you know, picking up what's left. Okay. What's the chance of these being pharmaceuticals? If there is, there's plenty. Here we go. Is it hell? However, I could pick these up because these are always handy. I've got 131 of those. Core dynamics I know I want. So it's not a wasted trip. I can pick up 6 more of these. Now I need to get a bit closer. Corvette to about 400 meters and then lift off, which I didn't do. I did it at 300 like an idiot. Okay, stay where you are. Come on. And we'll get the other one. Proprietaries I've got plenty of, so there's no point me wasting time on those right now. And when I jump out into Super Cruise, I'll create a new instance, so I might get pirates. I could sit in a Hazres, couldn't I, with this stuff? Because I'm always getting scammed in there. Right, let's get out of here. So again, back to nav. put the planet on. Oops, I need to go down, get it on the edge. And
Cannot comply.
yeah, you're right. Excusez-moi. You need to be an independent
Ready to engage.
outbreak. Okay. Let's take a look. Independent outbreak. And this is Federation outbreak. Okay, let's look for independent outbreak then. Because we did see a few. That's Fed. That's Fed. Federation. We're pretty much in Federation space. I know that sounds a bit tricky. Independent outbreak. Let's go over there, because at least when we're jumping we can maybe get interdicted or something. No, I don't have collector limpets, unfortunately. So this is going to be what, five jumps. 500 light seconds above the main star. I just did 1,000 there. So I think we can say anywhere between 500 and 1,000 out. Oh yeah, I didn't even take advantage of the bonus weekend Cobalt Blue. I knew it was happening, but I wasn't playing Elite during that period, so I probably should have actually, but I really just didn't, so I lost out on that. I wouldn't want to live in this system, would you? It's like the galactic equivalent. No, actually, I better not say anything. I always I don't know why I'm so politically correct on streams. I don't say things on streams that I would if I was, you know, my normal unpolitical correct self. Oh, I keep my speed really low, well below 75. I'm probably flying at 7.5. Come on, someone interdict me. I'm carrying some really good stuff here. Maybe the waters of Shinratra just don't taste that good. Yeah, that's the thing, you see. You are better off in shipping lanes. But then you need to be in deep space for the high grades. You must have dozed off. Yeah, you must have dozed off, Bernats. Yeah, no, I changed because I needed to get... there's some noise going on behind me. I don't know what it is. Might be the cat. Yeah, I changed because I needed to get some pharmaceutical isolators, and we figured that getting pirated would be the best way of getting those, by blowing up any ships that dare to pirate me.
Ready to engage.
When you don't want to get pirated, they're everywhere. And when you want them to come... I bought my Furtherlands and a Sidewinder with 150 million in the bank today. Nice. What fuel scoop do you have? I don't know, I guess whatever the top one is on this ship. Is it? I think. I'm not sure. No, it's not. Well, 7. No, it's not then. Let's have a look. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a 7. No, it's a 6. It's a 6A fuel scoop, yeah. The shields are taking up the top slot on this. Oh. Should I... What about this guy? Can I see if I can get his attention? Come on, go. Have a look. Scan me. You found... Oh, you found them at Salati. Yeah, well... Next time you find some, right, don't pick them up. Wing up with me. And I'll come in and join you in that in your instance. And I'll get them. How about that? Yeah, it's not, they're not cheap. Are we nearly there yet? No, we're not. What's going on? Oh, okay, we're here. Why does it say 5 jumps then? Oh, it doesn't. Bit of lag there. Right, so independent outbreak. Target the main star. And we'll go between 5 and 1,000 light seconds out. 500 and 500, not 5. 500. And see how quick we can do this. Okay, so we're going to bring the speed right down. Something under 20, I would say. Oops, I'm going way too deep. Okay, and just have that little circle. Just changing to solid. Come on, there we go. And I just keep adjusting that, and then I know I'm orbiting. Fly up from the plane of the system. I don't know what you mean there, John, if I'm honest. How many light seconds do we have? 5, 5, 6. I don't mind going out a little bit further, so I'll keep it hollow at the top, just to move out a little bit more. But because it's at the top, it's going to do it very slowly. So I'm just going to drop the nose down, just to speed that up a little. Oh, I see what you mean. Alright. I think I do anyway. But I've heard a lot of people say that orbiting at this distance also brings out high grades. So I'm just going to give this a little try. $12 more. Give me a break. Right, here comes my 12. Ah. You're going to have to wing up with me. I think 12, I think you're just being greedy now. So you want me to fly towards the star from this short distance? Oh, that's the wrong way. Yeah, you can't You can't pass them to me though. Yeah, but how long did it take you, John? The plane is the disk of planets. Yeah, still not with you. Solati. Alright, let me just pop the nose up a second and let's see how far this is, because this is getting ridiculous now. I didn't want to spend this much time. This is just engineering one, for engineering one item. It's 4 jumps away. Okay. Mike, I think you mean that you avoid unfair fights, yeah? Yeah, if Loic comes into my group, which I'm assuming he's a member of, and he doesn't mind me stepping in to pick up some, then I will. I just need 3 or 4 of them to give me 9 or 12, and I'm happy. Just get a bit of exploration data while I'm out at it. 2 jumps away. Yeah, exactly, Agile. Exactly. Oh, there it is. Solati. It sounds like an ice cream or something, doesn't it? Ice lolly. There's one that's called, that starts with SOL, isn't there? Anyway. You're going to interdict me, are you? Okay. Well, as long as you've got pharmaceutical isolators. Okay. Right, so you'll have to send me a wing invite. In the meantime, I'm going to... Oops, I have an unidentified signal source already, which obviously wasn't going to be a high grade. Never going to happen in a million years. Alright. Right, so I need to have that up there, and I'm just going to fly off. Another debris field here and quite a few checkpoints. I'm not at maximum either, am I? So it's... Okay, I got a high grade. Maybe Solati is the gold mine for pharmaceutical isolators. Let's see. If there's more than 3 in here, 3 or more, that's all I need. So yeah, if this turns out, I'm going to suggest that anybody who wants pharmaceuticals to come here. Thanks to Lloydshire for discovering that. But let's see if my luck holds out. And then we can jump back into the Explorer, at least go and do the dirty drives. I'm looking forward to doing the weapons really, because that's the crux of this whole build, is the 2 beam lasers. Okay, what have we got? Yay, we got 9 of them. Now that was quick and easy, so thank you for that help. And that just means now that I might hang around just for one more. If it comes up quick, I'll give it 5 minutes to come up with another one. But this 9 plus the one I have gives me 10. That's enough for grade 5. I do actually have enough, to be honest. Who needs collector limpets? Ooh, me. I didn't realize that it was that close to me. Okay, it's 96 meters, so there we go. Oh, they change every week, do they? Well, if that's the case, everybody pile into this system. I knew you were going to say that, you little...
4, 3,
Yeah,
2,
well, it seems to me that Solati right at the moment is the place to be. So let's get the main star back in. I'm flying in a direction that I'm quite happy with. I'll give it a couple of minutes, see if another one pops up. Otherwise it's back to Shinny. See if they want their water back. Because I can't transfer it to the dam and back by mistake because it hasn't got any cargo. Yeah, I don't know why I can't see you. It says you're in Super Cruise and I'm in Super Cruise, so I really don't know why. It's instancing again. It's an age-old problem that Elite Dangerous has. Yeah, Outbreak Independent seems to be the way to go, doesn't it? I like that they've got a Hawking gateway here as well. Whoa, we got another one. So, whether this is farms or not, this is my last stop in here. Then it's back to Shinny. And if I can pick up another 3 in here, that would be brilliant. Should I buy a Conda to have 450 million credits including my ship, or should I wait? How many credits do you have right now, Jay? What's your current balance? Because buying a Conda is one thing, A-rating it is another thing. And it also depends what you want it for. This one didn't pan out, but I want that core dynamics. I'll bet you a collector limpet could not have picked that up quicker. Right, back to Shinrata, I think. I'll go and get the diamond back. Question is, how far is it to Palin? Probably quite a distance, maybe about 10 jumps. Is Kathina still with us, I wonder? 300 million. I don't know what you mean by should I buy your Conda to have 450 million credits. Are you still there? Okay, I was just going to question about the dirty drives, clean drives thing. Because obviously there is a difference in thermals. But yet, as I said, in practice, I found that it runs a little cooler with the dirties on there. Yeah. The thing is, Jay, if you've only got 300 mil, it's not just a question of buying the ship, it's a question of outfitting it. And if you want it as a combat ship, you're going to want maybe military grade, at least bulkheads on there, and that's going to start really costing a lot of money. Do you know what? I wouldn't replace the FDL. I would get enough money that you don't need to ditch the FDL, and keep the Fer-de-Lance, and wait until you have enough money to buy and A-rate an Anaconda. And you should be budgeting for somewhere between 600 and 800 million. Personally, I would say something like that. You might be able to do it for less, seeing as though it's a Conda. I don't know. I know that this vet is under 600 million, but that's because I get discounts. So everything I own together is 500 mil. Well, it's up to you if you want to give up all your ships just for one. Personally, I would put in a bit more time and get a bit more funds, because you're going to have to be able to afford your rebuys and stuff like that. But you're going to need more than 300 million in the bank if you want an Anaconda. You can certainly buy one. You could buy one stock and then just not use it, but have it there, and as you build up your money, then you start buying bits for it. You know, think of it like a car where you're just buying a shell, and then, you know, or a body, and then okay, I'm going to add a turbo and I'm going to add bigger rims, and you just do it over a period of time. But if you want it all done in one go, yeah. Oh, you've got a vet and a cutter. Well, oh no, that's John. Sorry, my vet was 600 and the cutter was 1.1 billion. There you go. Yeah. Buy one and store it and upgrade as you go. Yep, there you go. That's a good plan. Because A-rated parts on the Conda are not the cheapest. And if you want to go with reactive armor, go and have a look at the price of reactive armor on a Conda while I try and get my vet slowed down. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I completely missed the landing pad there. Have I got that right? Oh God, how good was that? I was concentrating on the blue dot on the compass and I nailed it. Bang, perfect. No, drop the wing by all means, mate. Yep, fine, absolutely fine. And thanks for your help. Yep, Dear Guandry. Yes, Dear Guandry. They do good offers on there. And definitely always have a rebuy. Golden rule. If you fly without a rebuy and you die, then I don't know. Nice try. Okay, right, so let's just stick the fuel in that and let's just jump back into, oh dear, what's this? How does an exploration ship get a bounty on it? How did I manage that? I've gone right past it, haven't I? There we go. Okay, so over to Palin. Yeah, check that out, Jay. Look at that, reactive armor. That is one module for your Conda. 346 million. You could buy 2 Condas for that almost. Actually, I think I probably could. Let's have a look. Let's see how much an Anaconda is going to cost me, because I get discount. There you go, look. 128.9. So let's call it 130. So I can buy 2 Anacondas for 260 million, and yet the reactive is 346. That's perfect, Ari. When you die without a rebuy, it's the sidey you will fly. That's awesome. That's fantastic. I love it. That's gotta be that's gotta be put on a t-shirt, hasn't it? Like you go to LaveCon and have that on a t-shirt. That's awesome. Very good. Okay. Oops, I need to be in the galaxy map. Right, what's Palin's house called? I forget. Palin Research. Oh God. Well, I do have a fuel scoop, but how many? 11. 11 plus fuel. Okay. Should we do it then? We might as well, because we've done all the stream's been based on this. So at least let's get the drives done. And it'll be interesting to see after we do the dirty drives, which I'm assuming we are going for, right? If the 22% that I run at right now goes down to 21, or maybe even 20, or goes up. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a dirty drives versus clean drives test. Where's what's his name? Greetings. I've forgotten his name temporarily. Cornelius Breedis. Yeah, where's Cornelius when you need him? Oh, 11 jumps, man. 11 minutes.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Look how much fuel it takes just for that one jump. I better be skimming off most of the stars I come past. Yeah, I think when I had this ship, I think the jump range I had was around 30s or 40s, and I took it out into deep space, into the, yeah, up by the Lagoon Nebula. There's another nebula nearby there I went to, and this ship was fantastic to do it, because it's got a great cabin view all around. You know, you've got the sunroof, or the star roof as it probably would be called in space, and you have got a great view all around, especially like if you were in VR or something. You've got a fantastic view around you. So from that, yeah, that's what I like about this ship. The Asper's got a pretty similar cabin, to be honest. Okay, so full thrust and boost, dirty runs hotter.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I'm assuming the requirements for clean drives are different. So let's have a quick look while we're on our way. I'll have to see it. Let's see how quickly this can scoop its tank. I'll get fairly close. It's a cool ship, so I'm assuming I can run really close to this star. Yeah, look at that, 65. Not going over 65 no matter how close I get. Right, let's take a look. Oh right, clean drives use more power. That's a fair point then, I guess. Let me just take a look here at the thrusters.
2, 1. Engage.
Thrusters, clean drive tuning. Yeah, I don't have enough. I need conductive ceramics for that. For grade 4 and 5, so I would need to collect enough of those for both 4 and 5. Oops. Oh, sugar. Sorry, I was clicked onto the other screen, so I didn't have control of my ship. And another non-fuel star. Okay. Well, I can survive a couple of those. Palin lives so far away. Okay, so we'll go with dirty drives. We can always do clean at another point, but we'll test this out. Because it's really the lasers, the beams, that are going to do the cooling on the ship more than anything, isn't it, really, during combat and whatnot. Famine. Oh, I could have brought some water with me. I will pin it, yes, John. Thank you. Thanks for the reminder. I'll definitely pin it. And I think we're putting, if I've got the materials, I'm going to stick some drag drives on this, on this build. And then I do have enough materials now, I believe, according to ED Engineer, in order to go right through grade 5 to the end. But I need some fuel at the moment. So I'm just going to line up my next system. I'm right close to the drop zone here, the emergency drop zone. Look at that, I'm on maximum 343. The heat is building up. I wonder how far it will get though. Or can I just sit here this close all day? I don't know. As long as it doesn't go beyond 100. It doesn't look very black on the other side, does it? There we go. 78. It's rattling away.
Warning. Temperature critical.
It's going to fill up way before it hits 100% though. I'm done.
Complete.
And there's no damage until it hits 100 anyway, so I'm fine. I just need to leave the ship to cool a little bit before I jump, so I'll bring it down to 60 and jump. Yes, very nice. Plus you still have your 48.
4, 3, 2,
Hang on. My 48 what? Rusty dog, other, plus you still have your 48. The low emission PP will keep your idle temperature. Good. Yeah, the low emission power plant, yeah, exactly. That one, the low emission power plant and the efficient beams with the thermal vents, that's the key to all of this. Tim, when doing the rolls from 1 to 5, does it make any difference if you just do enough to unlock the next grade, or is it best to roll each grade to the max? No, it doesn't make a difference. The moment you unlock the next grade, go straight into it. I don't think you need to carry on. Like, for example, if grade 3 unlocks, I don't think you need to carry on going to max grade 4. Max grade 2. Just roll what you need, because otherwise you're wasting materials. The only max you need to worry about is the one on grade 5 if you want to close the circles. It depends if you have OCD or whatever. I don't, so I don't have to have the circles closed. But then I get complaints on the chat. Close the circles. So yeah, sometimes I do. As long as the numbers match, the maximum numbers match, if the circles aren't closed, I don't bother. Because it's just a waste of materials, I think. Unless there's some scientific evidence to suggest that when the circles are closed, it's better. But I don't know of that. But that's a good question about that, actually. I wonder if there are people out there who are rolling each one to the max, even though the other one's unlocked. But no, you certainly don't need to, as far as I know. As far as I'm aware, you don't. It's just a case of, you know, the more engineering you do with an engineer, the more of a reputation you get with them, the more friendly, and the quicker the next one unlocks. At least that's how it is at the beginning. And then, of course, it's kind of static after that.
fuel scooping.
Let's do some heavy scooping here, because we've got only 3 jumps left. Got there pretty quick. And we've got plenty of fuel to get there now. It's not a bad little ship. Not bad. Could I afford a Conda with a 6A?
3, 2, 1.
FSD, I guess you mean? Yeah, FSD. Why don't you try going to Coriolis? I'll put the link there for you, and then it will show you the build of the ship you want. And if you go to that link, you can specify the ship how you want it, Jay, and then it'll tell you the costs at the bottom. Don't forget to add your discounts in as well, if you have any, like 10%, 15%. I think there's a setting in the top right hand corner where you can do that. We are now entering the Pleiades sector. Wow. That seemed like a very short space of time to get here. Oh, 16 million. So yeah, you can afford it. Yeah, DBX, it's a nifty little thing because it's got low heat. You after you've scooped or whatever, you can engage the jump drive quite early, I would say, because your temperature's not gone up that much. So she gets around, and one more jump. Oh, I was just gonna engage before the cooldown ended, but you can't. All right, Tegnaro, take care, mate. Have a good week. 600 shields on a vulture sounds pretty good to me. Uh-oh, we got a Thargoid coming in. Maybe, I hope he doesn't want Waters of Shinrata, because I ain't got any.
Energy surge detected.
Oh, buddy. Where are you? I know you're around. Hi. Are you, alright? I am... Oh, I love the way the voice was coming in and out. Let's get out of here. I was going to fire off a shot and then leave. Oh, it's gone. Oh, yeah, it's just jumped out. I love the way the speech was all crackly. That's its wake, I would imagine. Thargoid wake. Look at that holographic image there. Brilliant. Yes, I'm ready.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Depends how many jumps you're doing, Andy. Sometimes, you know, docking at stations all the time is a pain. Right, so we've been... I wasn't expecting to handshake a Thargoid today. So, currently we have, what, 300 and... what was it, 337 boost on this? Something like that. It'll be interesting to see what a grade 5 puts this thing up to. I use on my Vulture 5A shields with 3 A-class shield boosters. Nice. It's a little favourite one of mine is the Vulture. Always has been. Because it's basically because of the memories I have of when I first bought one. And oh dear. And how much all the combat I was doing in it. And how much I was enjoying it. Because it's a lot of power in a small ship. You know, with 2 large hard points. It can really pack a punch, and I used to do the layout I had at the beginning was 1 beam and 1 cannon, and it was brilliant, using the beams on the shields and the cannon on the hulls. So good. And then I think I switched to a pulse laser and a cannon, Then I went back to beam and frag cannon, and now I've got twin advanced plasmas, which I had to do power play for. And I think I'm pretty sure that's what's still on the ship right now, is the twin advanced plasmas. But the most fun I had in that Vulture was in the res zones, taking on big ships like the Condor, because it's so maneuverable. You can just get up onto the Condor's blind spots all the time and just, you know, just point up at its belly and just keep firing at the power plant and disabling the ship, or at least you could back then. It was brilliant, and doing flight assist off boost turns. Brilliant little ship. The Vulture and the Python are two ships I'm never going to get rid of. And the Vet. And the Cutter. Wow, look at this, all lit up. Not quite at the angle I want to be. Damn it. I'm going to try and just steepen the angle a little, if I can. There we go. Something like that. Nice. See, that shouldn't happen. Palin research should be on the top.
Lakon Delta India Alpha. Automated flight control protocol initiated. Please submit a request prior to landing. Docking permission authorized. You may proceed to landing pad 01.
I am proceeding there right now. If I can get the ship slowed down. No retro thrusters on this thing. Oh, wow, hard landing. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, popping into outfitting just quickly. Do you wish they removed the ugly undercarriage of the Anaconda? Not now, no. I mean, when they designed it, maybe. But if they removed anything from the Anaconda now, it wouldn't be the Anaconda. You know, it is what it is now. And no, nah, they have to leave it as it is now. They should have thought of that when they designed it. Okay, so here we go. 337, I was right. So 258 and 337, those are the speeds at the moment. And the power usage is 90%. That is going to go up. I think it goes up about 5%, right? I'm going to guess the thrusters are going to end up on 36, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know why I've got that number in my head, but right, engines. Ooh, hang on a sec. Aha, I have legacy. If it wasn't, I was just going to pop in here and do an experimental on it. It's legacy, so there's more in this ship yet. I'll have to go over and see, Felicity. Alright, here we go then. Let's generate this. Okay, and grade 2 already unlocked, so we're going to go straight there. No completion necessary here. Oh, actually, I do need to do it on this one. And grade 3. Just looking at the thermal load here. See, these are fixed amounts every time you go up a step. So it doesn't get worse now, it's just a multiplier. This will be 50. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll have a look at temperatures and in Super Cruise and compare it with well, I didn't take a note of any temperatures in when I was in normal space, to be honest, but I could look back on the video. And thanks to having pharmaceutical isolators, I can now complete this. Oh, look at that. Wow. That was really quick that it went through to the end. That only took 4 goes to get right through. And I can do drag drives. Yeah, that's not expensive. 5 irons, that's easy. I've got plenty of iron. Hybrids, they're easy to come across. And 1 security firmware patch. Dab's hope, right? I guess. Or encoded trader. Yeah, drag drives. Let me just have a quick look at the build that we have here. I think I've lost it actually. I think I lost it on my browser. No, I don't. It's there. Okay, yeah. Right then. Okay, here we go. Drag drives. What did I just... Rusty, can I use your rabbit foot sometime? Yeah. You can. Alright, so the thermal load on the drag drives again. So it's... If you're going for a cold build, that's probably not ideal. But we'll see how it goes. Right, back into outputting then. And we're now 368. So this is now, the top speed is quicker than the previous boost speed, and we're boosting at 482, that's alright. Power is nearing the limit, but we're okay. And... oh, 35%. Okay, I was a percentage out. So let's... I'm probably not going to do much more on this now. So let's just get it out in Super Cruise and see what the temperature's like. It's probably going to be very similar. But I want to see if it pops down to 21. Because I'm curious.
Shift released. Departure authorized.
Come on, boost. That's a cool view, isn't it? Did I pin the blueprint? I did not. Do I need to, though?
Automated flight control
No, I didn't. Do I need to pin it? Let me pin it. Let me pin it. I'll pin it.
docking permission authorized. You may proceed.
YouTube chat should have sounds on them, like beeps, so you could beep me. I can be quite forgetful sometimes. Okay, getting used to the new speed. Let's nosedive it in. Shields absolutely survived that. Standard prismatic, standard biweaves, and they just, yeah. They haven't even flinched. Must be something wrong with them.
Docking procedure completed. Ship secured. Greetings, Commander.
Right, let's quickly pin the blueprint then. So back into engineers, back into engines, back into thrusters, and dirty drives we're on, yep, and pin. Good thinking, Batman. Let's go. low emissions for drives. I'm not sure. Wow, look at that star there. This is quite the shot, isn't it? How's that for a shot? Not too bad, not too bad. Off you go. Wow. It doesn't have kick when you're boosting and pitching up at the same time.
Engage.
Right, let me just twiddle the ship round a little. There we go. Right, let's see if that left-hand side, this temperature or thermal signature amount, let's see if that drops. Yeah, I mean the downside of the dirty drives, like you say, is they run hotter in normal space, I guess. I'm hoping that the power plant and the beams are going to account for that. And also, yeah, like you say, it's more maneuverable, which is an upside. So 26 at the moment. I'm not convinced that that is the figure it's going to settle at, but we'll see. And of course, you can always disable cargo hatches and whatnot, and you can disable fuel scoop, cargo hatch when you're in even frameshift drive when you're in battle, as long as you know you're going to win, because you might need this frameshift drive rather quickly. Oh, is it going to sit at 26? It's not going to matter in Super Cruise, really. It's for combat. I didn't have the resources for clean drives today anyway. But it would be interesting to store these thrusters here at Maya and then put some new ones on, and or store them at Shinrata, put some new ones on and come over and fit some clean drives and have a look and see what the difference is. But like you say, they take more power, and I'm already running at 94, and I have yet to engineer my shields or weapons, which I think will probably go down, right? If they're efficient, they'll probably go down from 6% maybe. I've got the distributor to do, the power plant. The power plant's going to be low emissions, so that might knock its megawattage off a little bit. So that 94%, yeah, we are going to be running. Oh, look, there you go. It is 1% cooler with the dirty drives on. So I don't know why it does that in Super Cruise, but it does. All right then. The power plant will drop your power amount by 15%. Well, that's not good, is it? That's not good. What does that? You don't mean it's not going to take. Right, but it's not going to take 15% off the usage, is it? Surely. Because that means I'm going to have to start using management here on these things. Right, well, because we are now on the 3rd hour, I'm going to call it a day here, guys. I'd like to do more. I could do more, but I don't want to make a stream that long. So I'm going to end it here. I'm going to do some more engineering on this over the next few days. Actually, I'll do the material gathering on this first, and I'll do that. So before we go, as promised, I will put up the build as soon as I get my desktop up and running. There it is. So here is the build on the Diamondback Explorer, which I'll just bring in. Oh, 1 second. Not quite the right page. Okay, if I put that full screen, it might look a bit better. There we go. Yeah, try putting it full screen on the right screen. There we go. So I'll bring it in. Alright, so Diamondback Explorer, this is how it is. So the multi-cannon is short range with corrosive shell. The beam lasers are both efficient with thermal vent. Okay, you see that, both the same. Core internals then, reactive surface composite, heavy duty with deep plating. You'll be able to watch this back on the video and pause it at will, so don't worry about missing anything. So power plant, low emissions, thermal spread. Yeah, 15% less megawatts. Eek. Right, 4A thrusters, dirty tuning and drag drives, which is what we've just done. Frameshift drive, increased range with mass manager. I haven't got the mass manager on, and mine is still legacy, so I intend to correct that. Life support, lightweight. Power distributor. Oh, don't forget the life support is a 3D as well. Power distributor is weapon focused with cluster capacitors. Then we have the 3D sensors, which is long range. And shield boosters now, they're all pretty much nearly all different. We have a resistance augmented with force block. Another one, the same, OE, all of them, because of the power limitations. This one is heavy duty with thermo block. And this one is kinetic resistance with force block. That sounds something that Luke Skywalker would be doing. Then we have the biweaves that are thermal resistant with a fast charge. Obviously these are not engineered. And the hull reinforcements are heavy duty with deep plating on all of them, but not that one. I thought it was on all of them, but the bottom one is thermal resistant with deep plating. That is your build. These are all your figures that you can see on the screen right now. Let me just bring everything in here, and we got prices as well, so everything's there for you to see. What happens if you press this? Oh, okay, yeah, never mind, that's just for picking your stuff. Right, and as you can see, this is what's going to happen at the end. We're going to go over power by 0.5%, but that's not an issue. Just disable the cargo rack and we're good to go. I won't leave it there, because I'm going to say that, if I'm not mistaken, let me just find it, guys. I'm trying to find, Athena, where you sent me the Furtherlands build. I believe that the principle is still the same, but I'm just trying to find the Furtherlands link. There's the stealth. It's not that far away. Is it this one? No, that's the Vulture. I don't know where your Furtherlands is, Kathina. Are you able to quickly send it to me on Discord again? Oh no, I've got it. Here we go. Okay, so I'll quickly run through this one then, so that in case you guys want to do a stealth Furtherlands. Power's fine on this one, but in case you want to spend a bit more money, we're probably going to be we're probably going to be looking at the same thing. Short range corrosive shell, 4 beam lasers, all efficient with thermal vents. Lightweight alloy on this one, heavy duty deep plating, 6A power plant. How come not reactive, I wonder? Anyway, yeah, any questions about this, just if you're not on my Discord, then I suggest you join my Discord. The link is in the video description, and if Kathina's around when you have any questions on this stealth build, I'm sure she'll be only too happy to sort you out, and if I'm around I will as well. So, power plant, low emissions, thermal spread, thrusters, clean with drag drives, frameshift drive, same, increased with mass manager, life support is lightweight, power distributor, weapon focus with clusters, sensors long range. I'll just quickly whip through these. Resistance with force, resistance with force, resistance with force, resistance with force, kinetic with force, resistance with force. All OE, bi-weave shields, thermal resistant with fast charge, 2 shield cell banks, specialized with boss cells, both, and that's it on this one. And if we bring in the extra stuff, this is what you're looking at. 51 million, only cost me 45 I think for the Fer-de-Lance in Shinny. It doesn't bring, I don't think it brings a total. I don't think there's anywhere where it adds all this up and brings a total. You got plenty of options here, but so there you go. There's the 2 builds for the Fer-de-Lance and the DBX. I may do a DBX, sorry, a Fer-de-Lance at some point. I don't know. I'm going to see how this one works out. So yeah, there you go. I think I can just move this away now. All right, people. So thank you everybody who stopped by. It was a good one today in terms of numbers, and yeah, I hope you have a good week, and I will be streaming again on Friday because yeah, that's my slot. So take care guys, and have fun. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.